Hey guys, this is Henry from Obedia again. On this fourth tutorial on Studio One's project page, we are going to be explaining how to apply inserts and processing to your files or your mixes, your tracks in Studio One's project page. Okay, so we've talked about creating a project, metering, the timeline functions. Now let's go into processing. How do you process your files? Well, remember this is the project page is designed for mastering. So most likely you're going to be applying mastering oriented procedures to your tracks. We're talking about compressors, equalizers, limiters, things like that. So how do you do that? Well, as you can see, we have our track list here, track 1 and track 2. When you click on one of those, you select it, it gets highlighted on the timeline, and then you can see here an area that says inserts. These inserts are associated, or I guess you could say those are the inserts for track 1. You also have a fader. That fader is a fader that controls the volume or the level coming or going out of that channel strip associated to that track. So how do you add inserts? Well, it's the exact same procedure that you would do on Studio One's song mode or song page. You can see here it says inserts in there. Then there's that little plus sign. You click on it, and then you can go to PreSonus, and let's say I want to add an equalizer, Pro EQ. So there's my EQ. I can, as we've explained before, you can turn it off or bypass it by clicking on this little blue on-off switch. And once again, the equalizer is only applied to track 1. If you click here on track 2 on your track list, you're going to see that, boom, there's no inserts because I don't have anything added to that track. Okay, so let's say that on my track 1, I want my Pro EQ there, my Pro equalizer, and I'm going to go ahead and press play just to equalize it a little bit. I'll add some brightness and maybe some low end, just so that you have an idea of how this works. Okay, so as you could see, I added the equalizer. I could keep adding things. If I click on the plus sign again, let's say I want to add a compressor. There's the compressor. I could, tweak it and compress the signal. And once again, that would be applied only to track 1 because that's the one that I have selected. If I want to do the same thing to track 2, I have to click on track 2 and then go back into the inserts list, click on that plus sign, add another equalizer, for example. I'll go on the timeline here somewhere within track 2. I'll press play and tweak the EQ. So you get the idea. Once again, the fader is associated, in this case, to track 2. If I go to track 1, the fader position is associated only to track 1. This fader controls the level coming out of the last plugin, okay, the last insert. So the order or the gain stage, first you have the audio event gain line, then you have your first insert, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. And then the last gain stage of the individual tracks is the actual fader. Okay, so that's regarding tracks. Now you also have a master area here. Master, you can see there's inserts and post. What are those? Well, remember this is trying to emulate a mastering situation, a mastering console, if you want to call it that way. Basically, your master is your master bus. All your tracks are being routed to the exact same bus, which is the master bus. So this last stereo 2 bus, if you want to call it that way, is where all your tracks are going to be routed to. So you can apply here inserts that are basically going to be affected by all the tracks. Okay, this is not per track, but for the whole contribution, right? Because they're all being routed to the same bus. So inserts below master are inserts that are before the master fader. And then the list that says post, those are inserts that are after the master fader. Let's say you want to add like an equalizer to the whole thing. to the master, you could go here, go to the plus under inserts, and add your EQ. Okay, this EQ is applied to, once again, to everything that is being sent into master. So if I crank this, the brightness here, and also some lows, this is not just to track 2, but it's whatever is being fed into master. So yes, right now I'm playing back track 2, and I can hear that brightness that I've added and that lowness that I've, or that area of the low spectrum that I've boosted. Yes, I can listen to that on track 2, but if I press play on track 1, this exact same EQ also affects track 1. Okay, then you have your master fader, which you could, crank up or down or whatever. It depends on you. You decide. And then you have your post inserts. Those are after the master fader. Let's say you want to add a limiter there. There's your limiter. And that's how you apply processing on your project page in Studio One. If you have any other questions, please call us from Obedia at 615-933-6775. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Today's pro audio hardware and software can give you excellent results if you know how to use it properly. Obedia can help you to get the most out of your pro audio hardware and software. Why spend your time scouring the internet for answers or digging through manuals? With one quick call to an Obedia technician, you'll be connected with someone who can give you the answers that you need in real time via phone and remote desktop. Obedia technicians are trained in all major digital audio applications on Mac, PC, iOS, and Android devices. Obedia member subscriptions are cost-effective, give you great member benefits, and Obedia is here 7 days a week to help you get the most out of your digital audio hardware and software. No matter what your level of expertise, Obedia can help you to stay focused and productive and get your music back on track. Start taming your technology today with Obedia.